Hey Andrew, nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I have to say right away that I am a huge ParaNorman fan.
Oh,
And,
fantastic. Nice.
that said, for a sequel that's coming out 23 years after the original, what was your process to connect to the original film and those characters, but obviously tell this new story?
Yeah, it's been a real balance, finding that balance. And it's like such a long time. It's not quite a reboot because I know the story follows on from the first one, but it's felt a bit like a reboot in a way, like bringing a new side, a new time, a new side to it for a new time. Um, the real thread, the real key for me has been Ginger, just following her and like saying it's the next chapter of her story. She was such an amazing hero, such an amazing protagonist of the first movie, a strong female character. Really wanted to think about the next chapter for her and what would challenge her. Like she won, right? She got everybody out of there, and she's brought them to paradise, and they'd created like this incredible Garden of Eden for chickens. I call it Chicken Wakanda, where they've got like, all their own food, they've got their own technology, they're hidden from the human world, they're perfectly safe. And so how could we break that open and what would be the next step for next challenge for her? And we realized it would be motherhood. And especially if we gave her a daughter who's kind of just like her, and chick off the old block, if you like. And she's and it's just and so it's the same. We're just following the character of Ginger from first to second, and the theme as well, like freedom, freedom and community, like these kind of themes that run very strong in the first movie. We're just carrying on with those. So Ginger thinks this is freedom now. She's got freedom. She's created the paradise. It's freedom. Molly comes into the world and grows up very quickly, as they do. And Ginger says, "This is freedom, Molly. Stay here forever. You don't have to leave." And Molly's like, "What? That doesn't sound like freedom to me." And so that's, it just gives you this great conflict, and it's all around this, as I say, it's just continuing the theme of the first one, and then we know that there's chicks. Ginger becomes aware that there's chickens in trouble on the mainland, and she cares about others, right? But she tries to turn her back, What, can she? Can she turn her back on others? Not Ginger. So like now she's drawn out back out into the world as well. So it's been, kind of like finding the organic story that kind of leads from one to the other, and then just finding some brand new things, like where when we get out off the island into the story, we encounter a new kind of farming, industrial food production, the dawn of the Nugget, presented as a evil Bond villain's plan, an apocalyptic event that's going to be like visited on all chicken time kind forevermore. And so it's into a new type of movie, a new vibe, it's like Bond, it's like Mission Impossible, it's like a slightly more modern take. And we get to kind of like create some new environments because of that.
I have to ask about the influences because I definitely saw the spy movie side of things, but I also felt like there might be a little like Logan's Run slash The Island in there. Did you
Yeah,
want to draw on
totally.
some of that?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I looked at a lot of sci-fi because there's a kind of a sci-fi element in here, the brainwashing. And there's an obsession with brainwashing, especially in like the 60s. So like Stepford Wives, Ipcress File, even Manchurian Candidate, of course,
Right.
there's a lot of brainwashing stuff. And then we had to figure out how to kind of send a chicken to their doom. um, we wanted to do death. We wanted to see that the stakes were that high, or the stakes of the Nuggets, in fact, in this case. So we wanted to find a novel way to kind of send a chicken off to their doom. And we were looking at Logan's Run, like the way they go into that kind of heavenly kind of place in the middle. So yeah, that was a good spot there. Yeah, it's definite reference. And also Truman Show as well, which
Right.
is a different, more modern film, but that idea of everybody living in a place that's not real, and just seems a little too happy.
It works amazingly well. I loved everything. You have a phenomenal cast. Congratulations on the whole
Thank you.
thing.
Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. No, it's been great to, bring new voices, bring some of the voices from the previous one through, but then like kind of mix it up, try some new people, give it a new kind of like fresh take for a new time, really. It's a new era. It's 23 years since the first one. Um, you know, I mean, I think Zachary Levi's fantastic. He has a great comic timing. He has amazing warmth. is really charming, and he improvises his stuff, you know, like, so he brings a lot of extra and a comic take on things. Tandy Newton, beautiful. She has such an exquisite voice, and such an experienced actor. Has been working for forever. A real survivor, you know. And she can understand comedy. She can do drama, you know. And I think she brings a kind of a new dimension to Ginger for me. You know, like, I'm more of a vulnerable side. Now that Ginger's a mother, she has a vulnerability, which is new, I think. So I wanted to kind of put a new spin on Ginger as well. And Bella Ramsey, you know, just so lucky. Just what fun. I mean, she was great already, and now she just gets better every day. That actor.
They're
So,
all amazing. Thank you so
mm.
much for the time. Have a
Nice
great
one,
day.
Andrew. Nice to meet you, mate.